Okay, this is gonna be a response to freaking Yaya 88 and his year-end awards. This is one of my favorite ways to end the year. I think I did it last year as well with my 2010 year-end awards. So this is gonna be a response to him for his 2011. Same categories, uh, and I'm just gonna go off and start same pretty much same thing he did, but of course there's gonna be a couple different options. First one, female wrestler or diva of the year, and I'm only gonna do WWE by the way. I think he mixed in TNA with the wrestlers. I'm just gonna do WWE only because to tell you the truth, the only time I really watched TNA was during the X Division time, the Destination X, and couldn't tell you really much that anything that went on. But I'm just telling you the truth right now. In ROH, I think the last show I went to was Revolution Canada, and that was it. After that, it's really kind of been off and on. So what can I say? So, anyways, female of the year. As much as people don't want to admit it, Kelly Kelly has been the most dominant and overall the most used diva in the WWE. You want to give it to Beth Phoenix, sure, she has her little stint going on now, but consistently through the whole year, I think Kelly Kelly's been on top. And I guess more ways than one, if you want to put it like that. Most improved, I would say. This one's a hard one for me. I wanted to say Dolph Ziggler. I think he's probably the most the easy pick, but I kind of want to go off the grain. People are gonna obviously have the same pick every single time, but I want to say, man, who's a good one? Yeah, I'm just gonna say Dolph. I really don't want to make this video too long. But Dolph Ziggler, I think, is one who showed the most improvement, and yeah, he has more categories I'm gonna list. Best DVD of the year. I haven't seen the Stone Cold DVD. I know that's what freaking Yaya said, but my opinion, I think the Shawn vs. Brett DVD was the best, just because you had them two together, you had them talking, pretty much a shoot. I know a lot of people want to use that word quite loosely, but I think that was probably the best. No one would have thought you would have seen it, and there it was. Next, disappointing match of the year. Triple H and CM Punk versus Miz and R-Truth from Vengeance. I think this match was built up to be pretty damn pretty big. They had CM Punk and Triple H actually on the same team, and you had Miz and R-Truth being so dominant. And for what it came off as, I was really expecting more out of that match. Especially when Triple H wrestles as well, you really expect something special every time he comes in the ring, like The Undertaker. But that was just one of those times where it's just like you were disappointed. Next, overrated wrestler. This is my opinion. I think Cody Rhodes is one of the most overrated guys in the company right now. I don't see what the big deal about him is, besides, he hasn't done anything for the Intercontinental title besides bring back the white design. And, in ring, you can compare him to Randy Orton, and people call Randy Orton so boring, so I think Cody Rhodes is most overrated. Feud of the year, I would have to say Triple H versus CM Punk. I think with the whole conspiracy thing, and you bring Kevin Nash in there, it all tied up. Having Miz and R-Truth, I think it was awesome. I loved it. I know a lot of people kind of disagree with me, but I thought it was. I think it was feud of the year. Next, underrated wrestler, Jinder Mahal, and that, but in more serious terms, Tyson Kidd. I think this guy has so much talent, being trained by Bret Hart, being trained in the dungeon, and for him not to get a chance because, just I don't even know why. It's kind of quite sad. He had a match on, I think it was Raw. He faced Zack Ryder and Eve. Yeah, it's like, why are you doing matches like that? You got a job to a guy like Ryder when, you got more talent in your right shoelace than you do Zack Ryder has in his whole body. Babyface of the year. I was gonna say Sheamus, but after thinking about it, you got to say Randy Orton, because as much as the internet fans don't like him, you got to admit when his music hits, the crowd goes nuts. And although his matches may be a little bit stale, but people are always cheering, RKO or Let's Go Orton or something. Markout moment of the year. The Rock returns. As much as Team Cena may be, I was at work. I had customers in the front, and I was too busy on my laptop watching The Rock cut an awesome promo returning. And it was a moment that you don't get too often in wrestling. Although a lot of people knew it was him at the beginning, just to see him back in the ring was just awesome. Next, promotion of the year. Since I'm only doing WWE, I guess this is a good time to plug Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. I think that ROH last year was just awesome, and now you kind of flip flop it around. PWG has done everything from what I've seen so far, just awesome. I wish I was in the California area just so I could go to a PWG show. But just they have guys from ROH as well. So people who don't know about it, I would definitely check out PWG. Tag team of the year, R-Truth and The Miz. You can't really say much about tag teams. So I think that was a given. Best on the mic, CM Punk. Obvious reasons. Heel of the year, Mark Henry. I think this guy, since the draft, was it the draft where he turned heel on Cena? I think. Yeah, but since then he's just been on a Hall of Pain wrecking bulldozer, whatever you want to call him, and people hate him for it, and me being one of them. I think he plays off his character very well, although I'm sure it isn't too hard for him. He just kind of, oh, you want to get the ass kicked. There's heat right there. People like to see him, beat people up, and that's how he gets his heat. Show of the year, Money in the Bank. I can't really. That and WrestleMania I thought were. Well, I was live at Mania, so I can't really. It's a little biased, but Money in the Bank. Promo of the year, I would have to say CM Punk doing that awesome, infamous shoot on Raw. And, match of the year. A lot of people say Cena and Punk, but I have to go with Triple H and The Undertaker. Seeing it live, seeing it on DVD, I thought it was just awesome. And I think the CM Punk Cena match was morely based on the crowd and how crazy they were. Match was good, but I would have to say overall Punk and Cena does not measure up to Triple H and Undertaker. Wrestler of the year, Alberto Del Rio. Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, WWE champion, World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania, multiple WWE title reigns. What else can you really say? Money in the Bank cash in. That's a perfect year for a guy. Although he may not be on top now, he's had the best year where guys like Cena's kind of fallen off the radar. CM Punk kind of came in midway through the year. Del Rio's been on that consistent streak. And who to look out for in 2012? I have two guys, Wade Barrett, obviously, and Dolph Ziggler. For much, these guys I think have been getting the push, especially Barrett, but I think Dolph Ziggler's been busting his ass more in the ring, working the double duty. And that's why I think 2012 is going to be his payoff year. You're going to see a lot more of him in the main event. You might see a title on him. I could see a title on him. And yeah, so hope everyone has a happy New Year's. I know our work's open till 4 a.m., so I don't know what time I'm going to be. I don't know what I'm doing that day, but And I'll see you guys in 2012.